Hello, nerds out there in Nerdland. Today we have a special treat. Everything's coming up, bright colors and singing birds, and, a small flavor of unsubstantiated Jewish hate. We're talking about Disney.
Nerd is the new sexy.
Disney!
Whistle while you work. Do Jew.
Hey, come on! They had big noses and they were hoarding a lot of wealth.
Now
I'm sad.
I'm sad. So, this is episode 44. Next episode will be the mini boss episode. We'll have that for you next week. But first, we have this for you. Introducing the best of Craigslist as told by Lady Catherine. Welcome to the best of Craigslist as told by Lady Catherine.
This is Lady Catherine, looking to pet a sheep. I recently discovered what mutton busting is. Basically, it's like bull riding, but they're 7-year-olds trying to hold on to a bucking sheep. I, however, am a 22-year-old, 130-pound woman and would probably break a sheep's back and am too afraid to go bull riding. I do something strange every new year, and this year I want to sit on a sheep. I am disappointed that I missed out on mutton busting as a child, but I love animals and sheep are awesome. If anyone in Colorado owns a sheep that wouldn't bite me for petting it, I would love to just take a picture of me pretending to be sitting on its back. I swear to you, it is only that. I will literally pay you to let me take a picture pretending to be mutton busting on your pet sheep. This is my New Year's resolution, and I plan to fulfill it because for some reason I think pretending to be riding a sheep is awesome. Email me if you can offer me such happiness to fulfill this random dream.
So our topic today will be Disney movies.
Into live action.
Yeah, into live action. So the old cartoons based on Disney movies. I'm sorry if I'm a little out of it today. Last night it was a long night drinking. That's why I have these two here to help me go along with the topic. So thank you, gentlemen.
Oh my!
Let's go ahead and jump right into this. Just so you guys know, we did this once before. Unfortunately, it didn't record, so this is our second take on it.
But good news being that since it fucked up and since we talked about it so much the first recording, I actually went back and watched the live action of The Jungle Book.
Oh,
there we go. Okay, yeah.
So
proud. Okay, well let me set this up for us. It started out when I first heard they did a live action movie, The Jungle Book. I was pissed. I was frustrated. I grew up with the old Jungle Book, the old cartoon version, and loved it. Disney did a great job with that. I went to it with my grandmother and my parents. And we watched it, and it was like a special moment for me. So I was kind of hoping, as much as I hate to say this, I was hoping the movie would fail, which it kind of did. It kind of flopped. It wasn't in the theaters as much as, other Disney movies have been. But I had pretty much, I saw it on Netflix the other day. I'm like, oh, Jungle Book. Okay, let's watch this. So I watched it, and to my surprise, I liked it. It was very much like the old cartoon. And you'll hear me say this, Bill Murray was Baloo, Christopher Walken was Louie. I can't remember. It's another famous actor that played the Snake. Okay, the Snake. Yes. It's another female. It's a famous female actor. I can't remember what her name is. I think it was Angelina Jolie or some shit like that. But she had like this little part as opposed to, And I said it yesterday. And I gotta say it again. I miss the Winnie the Pooh voice singing, "Trust in Me." But anyway, with that said and done, that's my setup for this. We'll start with Gambit. Gambit, you said you saw it. What did you think?
I didn't love it. For a number of reasons. The kid that got to play Mowgli was not innocent by no means. Like, he didn't have that like boyish wonderment to him in the
cartoon.
Original.
I agree.
Like the cartoon, yeah. Like there's a bit of boyish like naivety to Mowgli, and I will fully agree with what we were talking about last night. Shere Khan was terrible in this movie. Like, he had no character development. He had no idea why he was really doing what he was doing. Like, in the cartoon, you knew he wanted to kill the man boy and like eat him because humans are bad. They destroy their environment. They destroy their place.
Yeah, they come in. They kill us for sport. They kill us for food. And
exactly. Yeah. Like you like, so you kind of like you don't agree with the bad guy when you're a kid, but like you're like, okay, I understand his reasonings. They're wrong, but I understand his reasonings.
Yeah.
And in this movie, you're just like, why
I've
are you
seen
killing?
Bambi.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
You're
Bambi has a terrible, terrible message to everybody.
No, I will say I am a huge Christopher Walken fan. Like, I will watch anything with Christopher Walken. And as a matter of fact, I think I've actually seen his entire IMDb movie list at this point.
Awesome.
So him in the movie was wonderful. He was fantastic.
What'd you think of
I
that,
had no
that
problems.
scene that I rave about, the words where he starts singing
The way he does the spoken word, it
Yes.
was very jazzy. The "Want to Be Like You" was very jazzy, which actually makes sense for Christopher Walken because he's got a theater background.
Yes.
He's got a wonderful voice, and he's got that great cadence that everybody loves to mimic. I think it was perfect. I think that was actually better done. I think that was better done than Scatman Crothers in the original. But again, I might just be like loving Christopher Walken because I really loved Christopher Walken.
I think he did a good job.
I thought I sung bad, but Bill Murray. I love Bill Murray, but Bill Murray sounds worse than me. And for all those fans who listen to my fucking Frozen thing, you know how bad that really is.
Well, you heard Bill Murray sing, the Bare Necessities. You see how they dumbed it down, how like short they made it as compared to the cartoon. Where they started it with him on Baloo's belly down the river, and Bill Murray's just singing. He's like, yeah, the bare necessities, yeah, blah blah blah. And the kids singing, and they're getting into, and the kids getting into it. Bill Murray's just like, yeah, fuck this, give me some food.
Yeah, bare necessities. No, give me some men.
That's it's kind of interesting because in the movie, Baloo is actually using Mowgli.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the cartoon, it was just like, hey, you're my little buddy.
Well, actually, no. If you really think about the original, yeah, they made them a little bit more buddies, but he really was kind of using him, not to the extent he is in the new one.
The new one was like a straight up like con man using a naive kid. Like that's how I felt Bill Murray was portrayed.
And now that is how the Baloo was and Louie was in the original.
Yes.
Baloo was there trying to make him think that, oh, hey, look, I'm your friend. I'm out for your best interest.
Well,
whereas Louie straight up, dude, I want what you know.
Well, then they did it like, yeah, Baloo saw Mowgli, and when he saw Mowgli, he saw this person can do something for me. Like a good example is Baloo makes Mowgli climb up this cliff and try and get all this honey for him because he's afraid of climbing. He can't climb. He's a bear that can't climb and that kind of thing. And Mowgli gets the shit stung out of him. Well, to the King Louie part, where Christopher Walken starts singing, he's like, listen here, now man cub. And he starts talking, he sings it. Then it gets to the chorus and it just rocks out. The monkeys are going fucking crazy. He's singing, ooh, I want to be like you. And it's just going on. I want to say it was right up there. I'm not going to say it was better than Scatman Crothers, but it was right fucking up there.
No, I honestly thought that was the best scene in the entire movie.
I agree.
Like I said, don't get me wrong, the animation was great, the mouth dubbing was fine, but there's just, like I've said it before, I'll say it again, anytime you take a Disney movie and you make it live action, you just lose a little bit of its charm and its little bit of magic. The whole time, I just really was waiting for Baloo to eat Mowgli the whole time. Like that's a real bear. Like that's a real bear. Like he's gonna,
like a Skyrim bear.
Yeah. Like he's gonna have a little Mowgli snack, and that's just how this is gonna end.
A Mowgli McNugget.
Right.
But yeah, the movie I want to say, like, if we're gonna give it some boners, because we didn't do that last night, we'll give them some nerd boners. I want to say, in my opinion, I give it like 6.5. It was better than half.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll give it a 5. Like, I'm not limp, but I'm not hard.
Yeah. It was entertaining. It was a lot more entertaining than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be a straight flop. And
now if you go in not knowing anything about the original Disney movie, I think it's a wonderful movie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
if you knew nothing about the original, if you didn't know this was a remake, if you just like, Jungle Book, okay, like the new generation of kids, kids that are 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, whatever, have no idea. Maybe their parents don't show them the originals. But what kind of terrible, horrible, like parent would that be? Like, that's just irresponsible.
It'd be like showing them the Mighty Ducks and going, "Here's Disney's best movie."
Oh God,
that is their best movie.
No, it's a good movie. Quack, 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 quack. So, Sunrie, you haven't said too much about it. What was your first thought about the when that movie first came out?
the first time I remember seeing it was, oh my God, here we go again, because Hollywood has absolutely no ability to do anything original now. Now, to be honest, we're in that 20-30 year period where all of a sudden things are just going to be nothing but rehashes that people are can't do, and then I probably give this about another 5 to 10 years, and then all of a sudden we'll start seeing original content again.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it happens all the time. It's just frustrating to be living in it. I remember thinking, oh dear God, why? And watching the previews going, that is some of the shittiest CGI I have seen this side of fucking movies in a while.
So it wasn't the CG that bothered me, and I'm gonna say this too. I want to say that Bill Murray is kind of like given up on acting.
I kind of feel that way too.
Murray is great playing Bill Murray.
Yes.
Or a Bill Murray type character where it's like his personality-wise and stuff like that. Bill Murray reading a script is Bill Murray reading a script.
Bill Murray is an improvist. If you give him, if you say, this is what I want you to do, he's gold, and he does it in his own way, he's gold. You give him a script, he can't read for shit and act. It's just sad. It sucks, but that's the beauty of being an improvist. So it almost seems like Bill Murray's just given up, like, oh yeah, I'm just in this for the money now, guys. I don't really enjoy this. I'm
here for the name.
Yeah, so... And I just hope to God that like Disney doesn't own him in one way or another, like they do everyone else.
Yeah. They and I remember just thinking, it's like, why? And then seeing the clips of it go, I just remember thinking, this movie looks like ass. It's missing something. It's missing that charm.
It's missing the magic. The magic.
That's what I've maintained for years. Ever since I saw the first live action Disney movie, that was a remake. I was just like, there is just something missing. Maybe I'm just getting older. Maybe that's the thing I was thinking about last night. Maybe I'm just getting so old that I can't like accept a fantasy world of like, talking bears and animals, but like in a cartoon I can accept it. I don't know what
we grew up on these cartoons, Gambit. We grew up on this stuff, so it's hard for us to go. It's almost like teaching an old dog new tricks. They're like, oh, hey guys, we can also do this live action CG now. And we're like, no, you can't. You shouldn't.
Because, okay, and here's the thing. For me, it's always just like the whole photograph, like a real photograph versus having a digital image of it. It's kind of the same thing, where no matter where we are in the world, no matter how far technology has advanced, no matter what we can do with holograms and interactive play, having an actual photograph to hold in your hand will always be usable and accessible. When you take a cartoon where you can do exaggerated movements and funny choreographies and different actions that the characters are taking and the way they're talking and the way you can change their expressions, it will always look like a cartoon and you will always accept it as a cartoon. But CG does not ever age well, because you always know something is not there.
And the actors act accordingly, and sometimes the actors can act like there's something not there.
Right. And cartoons, even though they're not actually interacting with each other, you are making it so that they are interacting with each other, and your brain accepts it because that's what the world looks like when things happen, because it's not real. You try to do CG and you try to make things real and you try to make people interact with stuff, you will always notice they are not looking at them, or something's not quite in the right depth to make it correct. Like even the new The Legend of Tarzan, when the Tarzan's like head to head with a gorilla, there's something not right. His eyes aren't lined up where they should be. The gorilla is a little too far into the background. Now he's a little bit too far to the right. It doesn't make sense with the placement. Where Disney got this right, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That is a wonderful movie.
Yeah, and that shows it can be done as long as you have reference guides to where the people are looking and talking, and then color it in to match. It just boggles my mind how well they can do it with something like Roger Rabbit, and then continuously fuck it up from there on.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. Actually, it's just like your eyes can tell that when they try to do real, it just doesn't come out right. It just doesn't. But when an animator draws it, it's like he's drawing a picture. He's literally drawing a picture of what he wants you to see and what you should be seeing, and you accept that. I think there's just, again, something. like I said, just magical, whatever you want to call it. Just again, it's just better when it's in animation. It just feels better. Like, and that's why I've said it last night. I'll say it again. I love Disney's Pixar. I think Disney's Pixar is innovative. They're wonderful. The animation is fantastic. The animation is just getting better and better and better.
And that actually ages well.
And well, I also think it's like Disney. It's like Disney trying. It's like Disney being Disney, what Disney is, with a new twist on it, and that is wonderfully amazing in my book. And I want to see more of that.
Original IPs. It's not just rehashes. It's,
right, and that's a big thing. Is I am just sick to death of rehashes. Like I've said it before, I'll say it again. Like the member berries, just put down the member berries and make something new. Just don't do remakes. It's like, if fucking get done with them. Like look, I love these because they were my childhood. Again, one of the biggest things about Disney and like I said, Pixar is amazing because of it is they make new stuff for the new generation. My son is all about Despicable Me, Finding Nemo.
Oh yeah.
Those are his generations. And I saw my generation's cartoons. I burned out the VHS watching, Lion King, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Jungle Book. I burned these out. I don't want to see them again. I'm done. Show me something new.
Well, let me ask you this, Gambit. Was it almost, I'm not going to say frame by frame, but it was pretty much the same show, right?
Yeah, it was a shot-for-shot remake. That is damn sure. I mean, there
were some things they took out.
But there were specific shots that you saw that you're just like, that is straight from the animated thing.
Yep.
Like, they just wanted to see that done in real life. But like when Shere Khan finally showed up and he like landed down and looked at Mowgli and roared, it was like, oh, that's intense. Like that's a good scene. That was a fantastic scene. But it literally was a shot for shot fucking remake. And we all know how I feel about shot for shot remakes.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the Beauty and the Beast. I guess it's coming out soon. We went just a warning, guys. We went on at length about this last night. You're gonna hear it today too.
And we kind of will again. So here's what's up. I might end up seeing this. I looked up a couple of previews for it. I'm kind of going.
It looks okay.
It looks okay,
but I'm not sure. I think it might be a trap.
About it. Yeah. Now what's cool is and here's why it was running me over. One, I'm looking at it and. Like Gambit was talking about last night, and I'll let him go into further detail about it with the Emma Watson. I was kind of like, And I saw the Beast character, and it's very much like how they've been doing the new Star Wars, which I love. I love where they will take something that is actually there and then use CGI to enhance it. Now, granted, I think the new Star Wars in a couple of scenes added too much CG to the makeup and everything else, but it's good. And you're like, wow, that's actually there. Oh, those were models, and then they just computerized them. That's fucking cool. That's why it looks so good.
For Star Wars, it was almost like the old way George Lucas did it, but they're doing it modernized, which is beautiful. But yeah,
exactly. I was like, God, I don't really want to see this even more because. The Beast looks like shit. You can tell he's there. You can tell he has makeup on, but there's so much computer in his face where they basically put a mask on it with the computer, and it looks terrible. And then I saw Cogsworth and Lumiere and Mrs. Potts, and I kind of went, that looks badass.
I can see the Beast looking at Belle going, "You're getting anal tonight."
Yeah, kinda. It's just like
Red Rocket. Oh yeah, and that's another thing I talked about yesterday. How does the Beast get it on with Belle? I mean, we talked about it being kind of a bestiality thing. That's what brought it up. And
now, to be fair, he's not supposed to be screwing her when he's the Beast. He's supposed to get her to fall in love with the person he is inside.
But he's still a Beast. He has that mating side of him. He wants to get it on. Does he have a red rocket?
That's what I'm saying. We don't know because normally we see him in pants, and when a dog stands up, it normally he can't. His dick goes back inside. The only time we saw him on all fours, he had his cape over him, so we don't know.
Yeah. So then that's the big question. Like I said yesterday, we only ask these questions because everyone wants to.
Someone has to.
Someone has to.
Yeah. Someone has to ask these questions.
We're all perverted, and we grew up, and we're just like, all right, like Lumiere and the Feather Duster, them boning, they were fucking. The line in the movie is, "I've been burned by you before," and it's like, okay. That candlestick's putting it down. Which, how is that candlestick fucking that Feather Duster? That's just all kinds of questions that I have for Disney.
That's hot.
Yeah, and one of the things I do want to bring up is, oh my God, Magneto is Cogsworth.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do love they got Ian McCall to do that. Is wonderful.
That is pretty badass.
But
He's got a really distinct voice. I think very very well works for that character. And if you pull up the TV spot number 2 on there, you can see that that it actually works very well. But the Beast does not look okay. Here's anyone who has played Ocarina of Time. His face looks like the goddamn Deku tree.
Ugh.
Mixed with the really bad and nonsensical talking tree in the forest from Pocahontas.
Oh God, Gambit, you have a little bit of a rant for us about Emma Watson being in it, don't you?
So I love Harry Potter. Everybody knows that I'm a serious Harry Potter fan. Like, I've read all the books, I have collectibles. I literally have a Slytherin flag in my room. Like, you would have sworn to God I went to Hogwarts.
You would have a Slytherin flag.
I am a Slytherin. I'm a proud Slytherin. You can eat a dick. I'm sorry that I wanted to be with the best house in all of fucking Hogwarts.
I don't know if it's the best house, but that's okay.
Yeah, it is, because we don't allow mudbloods or half-breeds. Anyways.
Yeah, Harry Potter is very racist.
Very racist. No. So I'm a huge fan, and I'm a huge fan of the kids who played in Harry Potter. But the thing about Emma Watson is there's a few things. Emma Watson, I've seen her in a few things after Harry Potter. The bitch can't act. She did very well in Harry Potter, and it's one of those things where when you in Hollywood, it's like the curse of the child star, right? Why can't children actors progress into being adults? And there's a couple of reasons why, but one of the biggest reasons why child stars can't progress after and have a career after their child, because they got cast as a kid. It's not hard to act like a kid.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, it's like, just be you. I mean, there's a little bit of acting to it because you got to adopt the character, but
be a
it's not
Berry.
like, be a Berry. But as far as Harry Potter is concerned, the characters they get progressively more complex, but the beauty of Harry Potter is that the characters progress in the way that you progress as a teenager and as a young adult throughout your life, with just some magic involved. So that being said, she's not a fucking good actress. And
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. So
at least Radcliffe had the foresight to do a live nude stage performance.
Yeah.
If anybody's gonna have a career after Harry Potter, it's gonna be Daniel Radcliffe, because what he did is he was like, okay, I did Harry Potter. Now I'm going to go be a stage actor, and I'm going to do what stage actors do and go through and hone my chops. But I feel like he's actually trying to act, whereas Emma Watson is not. She is, and then on top of that, so I don't feel she's a great actor. I don't feel she's a great fit. I have no idea if she can pull off a French accent.
So Emma Watson is Belle, right?
Yeah, she's Belle, and that's the thing too. Is she looks too young to be Belle? Like, let's be honest.
Now, to be fair, in the original story, Belle was like 14, 15 years old.
Yeah,
that is true. In the Grimm, that is very true. She was a younger Disney.
So I actually applaud them for taking an actress that looks younger and still trying to make it as much as bestiality as this new movie kind of suggests. Still having somebody who's kind of young without and somewhat attractive, unlike hiring Kate Stu to play Snow White, where you're like, I'd rather bang the evil queen. She's a lot hotter.
Well, I'd much rather see her get with like the Beast than a ginger.
And so I don't know. So I have my.
And he's not a ginger in this one. He's not a red Beast.
I honestly have my problems with Emma Watson as Belle and as her as an actress. And who knows? She may kill it. She may blow it out of the water. But on top of that, she's also a real life cunt. I cannot stand her. I hope somebody headbutts her in the ovaries. I just really hate this.
In the ovaries.
I just had a mental picture.
Yes.
Like a goat.
Like
someone going full on bull on her ass.
Just like he walks up like he's gonna kneel before her, and then just this flash forward like DBZ style, boom, and she goes flying backwards, screaming my ovaries.
In the fucking ovaries. Why are my ovaries?
Yeah, no, I think she's a little self-righteous cunt. She's a social justice warrior. And I just really hope something bad happens to her. And I just really like I want nothing but all the bad
views of Gambit are not necessarily shared.
I just want all the bad things in life to happen to her and nobody else but her.
Imagining hysterical pregnancy while with AIDS and having her dick chopped off at the same time.
Wow, that's a little bit more violent than I wanted to go to, but yeah, like
you said all the
everything
bad shit in the world,
You
Gambit.
took us to the dark place.
You started this. You stick through this like a man.
No, so I my hatred for her is just overwhelming at this point in life as an actress and a person, and I don't like who they casted. I think they could have cast somebody better. And on a real point, forgetting my hatred for her in general, I feel like they casted her, and I don't know if they did this on purpose or not, but I feel like they casted her because she has like ties with the nerd world. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that's exactly what it is. And I think that the other reason they cast her in that role is I think they're going to try to make this super strong, independent Belle who makes Beast realize he loves himself, and now he can love her.
I see that. I don't see this being good. I really don't. I think that
I don't see this being good at all, but I am going to go give it my money. I'm going to go give it my money. I am going to support it. I'm actually going to see it in the theaters. I'm not going to see it at home like some other movies. I'm actually going to see it in theater, which is cool. Like I said, I'm mildly excited about it because there is elements and aspects to it that I've always loved. Now, here's the thing. In the original Beauty and the Beast, in the actual Disney movie, I didn't really like it for Belle anyways.
Yeah.
I thought Belle was a fucking cunt in the original one anyway, so they might have cast a perfect cunt for the
It was about the Beast and his story.
For me, it was about Lumiere. Like, I love Lumiere and Cogsworth. Those guys made the fucking movie for me. And that little fucking, what's that little bastard's name? Oh, Chip. Chip was hilarious.
Yeah.
That little bastard. Yeah, sometimes I forget that you're a dad.
Yeah.
That little bastard. I love it, man. But let's talk about what started all this stuff. What I said yesterday, I want to say, it started a little before that, as Gambit pointed out.
Yeah, no, you made that argument. You made that argument yesterday, and the point that Wild brought up was that he thinks that the live action push was boomed by Ever After, the TV show.
Yes,
Right.
And I say that because
and their success with stage plays.
Yeah.
Or musicals based off of their IP. Not their IPs, but their versions of stuff.
But I say Ever After is a big part of it simply because I want to say because Disney has their dick in that. Disney's dick is deep in that. Now they're doing is that was them tipping the foot in the water to see how hot or cold it was. People loved it, so guess what they did? They decided, oh, you know what? We're gonna do these movies that everyone loved. And they're going to go from there.
No, I fully agree with that. I think that is the biggest thing. But like I said last night, there have been so many things that have made the push to make live-action movies and TV shows from the Grimm fairy tales and or Disney being how big of your nerd you are. For me, for all the fans out there, I'm a huge nerd when it comes to the Grimm brothers. Like, the Grimm brothers fairy tales are way, way better. And the best live-action that I've ever seen adaptation of the Grimm brothers and Snow White, Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, all that shit is this great movie / miniseries. It's called The 10th Kingdom. And The 10th Kingdom is fucking amazing. It was fucking phenomenal. And it was just what the Grimm brothers had entailed. They used the original German words like Blutblatt, which was amazing, which is awesome. Which is the big bad wolf is actually translated to Blutblatt, which actually means in German means bloodbath, which is really fucking awesome.
It sounds like bloodbath, Blutblatt.
Yeah. So I was a big fan of the 10th Kingdom, and there have been many, many, many movies that have come out that have been live action. All of them, with one of them being an exception, being a box office flop. Now, some people love them, like Snow White and the Huntsman.
Then they also made Huntsman and the Ice Queen.
Well, they did another one too. Like they actually did like a Grimm Brothers like horror movie style.
Yeah,
one.
that was bad. That was
one.
Matt Damon.
I think it had Matt Damon.
And they did it. And they didn't do a Hansel and Gretel witch hunter one.
Awesome movie.
But that wasn't like
it was entertaining.
Meant to be like the actual story.
But again, remember that was, it may have been awesome. I never saw it, but it wasn't critically box office successful.
Right.
The only critically acclaimed box office success live action so far, even Jungle Book kind of it didn't fall flat, but it wasn't a box office smash.
As long as most Disney movies do.
Exactly. So the only one that really did that wonderful and box office records was Maleficent.
And you said the word. Hold on, we got to give Gambit a little bit of because he had so much trouble saying it last night.
Oh yes, that's right. He actually said Maleficent.
Yeah. I'm hopped up on cough medicine right now, man. I can probably pronounce anything right.
Now I can. Okay, here's the thing. I can accept Maleficent as a alternative to the original Sleeping Beauty. I can accept that. What I cannot accept is how poorly designed and executed the story and plot was. Or the whole, oh, no man can wake her up for true love. She's the only one that can love her is like a mother. Fuck you!
You guys are gonna hate me, but I've never seen Maleficent.
It's
good. It's good. I liked it.
But I don't.
It's like sunrise on the right side of my shoulder telling me it's bad. Like, you know, the little devil in fucking Gambit's like
stab her in the gut.
and Gambit's the fucking angel, which I don't know why he's the angel, but he's on my left side going, it's a good movie. Go watch it.
Oh my God, we're some deep level Inception switch.
I know, right?
Bullshit.
No, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not. No, don't pay me to be an angel. I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying it's like the end all be all movie. I'm just saying.
You're the more positive one here. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like it's definitely better than Jungle Book. Plus, you get Angelina Jolie, and she's fucking fine as hell. And I really would like literally eat a box of Pop Rocks out of her ass. Like, she is beautiful. Like,
oh my God. And here's the scary thing. I think she'd let you.
Like the level of disgusting things that I would do to that woman on any I would do things that are illegal in most countries. Like just horrible things.
No, okay, we are talking about a woman who said that she loves her husband so much they could kill each other fucking.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So,
I'm really okay.
She keeps a thing of blood around her neck.
Any women out there that are fans that want to kill me by fucking me to death, I am so good. Death by snoo snoo.
Yes. Okay. I'll say good. I'm really glad you clarified that, because they could empty your bank account, drag you through the dirt, and then kill you and go, "You're fucked, baby."
No, Death by Snoo Snoo is always the way to go. No, but Maleficent isn't actually that bad of a movie. But again, it was a box office success, and then you compare, so you get Maleficent, and then you get Ever After. Mm-hmm. And then you got the perfect recipe to try these new live action movies. Hence Jungle Book, hence Beauty and the Beast, all that other stuff.
I heard somewhere down the line that they're talking about doing a Mulan.
Oh, that would piss me
right. I will accept Mulan. I didn't like the cartoon too much. Cuteness will disagree with me. She actually it's more on her like side.
Yeah, but you and I grew up with a certain degree of the cartoons for Disney.
That's true. When we were growing up, as they were being released, the old ones were good. The new ones weren't that good. And basically, Disney didn't realize their contract, for somebody's firstborn being murdered to have successes, for the next 10 years, was up. And then they started hitting stuff out of the park again, and then all of a sudden they were kind of on this downslope again. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad you brought up Mulan, because we were talking about the other day about what one we'd like to actually see as a live action.
Yes.
Mulan makes sense, because it's like I said last night when we were doing this the first time. Mulan will make sense because the problem with these Disney movies is like Sunrie, you were saying earlier, is that the animation just isn't quite there. It's a little off. So if you were to do a live action movie, it would need to be something where it's all humans.
Yes.
That's why I said last night, I truly believe that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, it would be the best fucking Disney movie to make a live adaptation.
You want to know the beauty of the Mulan movie would be is this: Eddie Murphy is on such a downslope on his popularity right now.
Fucking Haunted Mansion.
He would jump right into that fucking movie. He'd be like, "Yeah, dude, I'll play Mushu again."
Yeah, it was a good movie. Mushu was the best part of that. Okay, and the granny. Just for that, why is she in this movie other than being this random? And now Cuteness is laughing her ass off, bringing up the granny.
Or Hercules.
Like when she's got that fucking cricket, she closes her eyes and starts walking across the street.
Yes.
That's good shit right there. I want to see that live action.
Or Hercules, a live action Hercules, I think would be fun.
We have live action Hercules. Kevin Sorbo, bitch.
Yeah, but it wasn't Disney. Disney needs to put their dick in this.
But that is the best you're ever going to get with
They
Hercules.
need to hire Kevin Sorbo.
It wasn't that good. It was pretty good. I like the one with The Rock, but yeah.
You need to eat a dick, Sunrie. The fact that you even brought that up makes me want to just cornhole you with my foot.
Oh, then plan success.
Hello. Fuck that. I don't even want to get on that movie. No. My point being, going back to my original point before I get all fucking nerd. Oh, I need to calm down. Give me a second. Hold on, I got a vape. Where's my vape? God damn it. God damn it. All
right. Everybody give Gambit a few moments to fap. One of the ones that I don't want to see that it was brought up yesterday as a live action is Little Mermaid, unless they go Hans Christian Andersen on it, where she dies at the end and they keep the original.
I'm sorry, I had to do it. Oh, I got butt go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, and like I said, I taking some of the stuff out, like the whole part of the world song. I have a problem with. Keep Under the Sea. The whole I'm a rich cunt. I have everything that I could possibly want, and give me more.
Yeah,
I have a problem.
In fact, I think that's a line of one of the songs, and I want more. It's one. Yeah.
What could a girl possibly want? Well, I want more. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, it's that perfect fucking Facebook meme that I saw. It's when you know your childhood's over once you start agreeing with the parents of Disney movies. You're like, no, shut up, bitch. You don't need more. You're 16. You don't know shit. Shut the fuck up. Go to your room and go cry in your diary, you dumb spoiled whore. Like, go.
I don't know.
Exactly.
You know what? I would want Ariel to get legs for me. She's one of those hot redheads.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Because I'm not going to fuck her while she's in fish form. That just ain't happening.
That's true. Yeah. She better be the top half a fish and the bottom half a girl.
You can't fuck a fish. I mean, you can fuck her mouth.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You are just not creative, sir.
You need to up your game. I am very creative. Oral sex is great, but it gets annoying after a while. You want some vagina or butthole.
Okay, I will give you that. But Wild, I only have this to say. Largemouth bass.
Hold on. I got a fact.
Okay, see, thank you. And they don't call them groupers for nothing.
Groupies.
Okay, we took this to a dark place.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs would be the perfect fucking live action movie. Because, first of all, there's
plenty.
You know, it's like I said last night. It's not hard to make that movie. You cast a really hot, bitch. You grab 7 midgets. It's not hard to find.
They don't like to be called midgets, Gambit.
So my point being is, you just wrangle up 7 midgets. You film this bitch.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining 3 guys from the production company on horses riding through a town, lassoing little people and dragging their ass to a van.
See, you said lassoing. I saw him with like a net.
Yeah.
Honestly,
dead or alive, you're coming with me.
But honestly, no. But there's a lot of great little people, if whatever, that hurt my soul to say. But there's a lot of great actors that are dwarves, midgets, whatever the PC nomenclature is nowadays, that would be great in that movie. You got like for instance, one of my favorite actors of all time, being regular sized or little person, is Peter Dinklage.
Oh, fuck
right,
that.
and
Yes.
Peter.
Oh
and
my
Peter
God,
Dinklage,
that dude can act if he's given the right role.
Now here's the thing. The problem. The only problem with Peter Dinklage is that he has said in his interviews. I'm not quoting him because I don't have the thing right in front of me, but it's to the effect is that he would purposely not take roles of like elves, dwarves, and midgets because he didn't want to procrastinate that. He wanted to make it on his own merit, and that's cool, and that's fine, that's whatever. But his acting chops, I mean, he could easily play any one of the 7 fucking dwarves. Like, easily could play any one.
I can see him as Dom, but a very sophisticated.
Oh no, even Grumpy, Grumpy.
Oh,
Grumpy. He would play a fantastic Grumpy.
Well, and Warwick Davis can play Doc.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Tony Cox can be Dopey.
Oh shit.
Dude, see? Look at that. Look how hard. This is not hard to cast these fucking 7 dwarves.
No, it's not. I mean, one of the things I said yesterday was, Snow White was probably one of the luckiest women ever because she's got a guy for every day of the week.
Right. Well, I mean, because again, like I said last night, that's every girl I've ever talked to. Hey, baby, what's your fantasy? To have 7 dicks in my face. Like, that's no one's fantasy whatsoever, unless I'm wrong out there, in which case you can correct me. But anyways, so not only that, you could
Bill Fondacaro could be Grumpy.
Oh yeah.
You could
even thinking about with Mulan and all the characters are human and things like that. Look how they fucked up Cinderella. Here's how Disney can do Mulan. Make it dark and realistic.
Man.
Keep the Disney charm, the uplifting message, but do it almost Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon-ish.
Oh yeah. People absolutely love conflict. And the darker the conflict, this day and age especially, if it keeps you entertained, it's going to be amazing. So you could even do a Little Mermaid, but keep it like it was. Don't she dies at the end. It's sad. Make people fucking cry. That's what we need.
Right.
People love conflict. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever had that villain that you were hoping that would turn
Golbez.
No.
And he did.
No, I like my villains to be I love my villains to be villains. I
Well,
always root for the villain.
Darth Vader is probably the best example of this. Okay.
No, fuck that. Darth Vader should have stuck with his hatred. He should have burned his son and thrown him down that fucking hole.
We're not listening to you, Gambit.
I always root for the villain because the villain just needs to win sometimes.
I agree, and this is what I'm talking about. We
Now here's
we
what I
hate
do
to
like.
love to hate villains.
Yeah. Here's what I do like in that regards is taking someone like Joker, who is psychotic and fucking insane, but
There's Batman Brave and the Bold is one you're
Brave and
talking
the Bold.
about. My mistake.
And in some other reality, he is kind of that same intelligent, but he's the good guy, but he's still kind of just as manipulative. I like that.
Yeah. So on
But
that
at
works.
the same time, I don't. Yeah, I want my villains to be so brutal that at the end I go good, and not just because they're dicks or conceited like Gaston. Gaston for me was not villain enough in
Gaston
hate him.
Well,
He just had an ego problem.
Yeah, that's really what it was.
He was rapey.
That's what it was. That's what it was. He was very rapey. Like, you don't just walk into somebody's house and take off your shoes and tell them you're going to impregnate them with 7 strapping boys. Like, that's not how courting works. Like, the thing about Gaston is you're right. You nailed it. Like, he has an arrogance problem. He has an ego problem. So when you deflate his ego, especially when the whole town swoons over him and you can't get what you want, you become a sniveling little girl. I get Gaston, but he wasn't evil. He wasn't truly evil. He wasn't doing this out of like, I hate you or I hate the world or I want to slaughter everybody. It was just simply, you rebuked me and I don't like to be rebuked. Oh. Like, that's all it was. I am sick to death of pansy villains. And that's the one thing about Disney movies is Disney movies has always kind of put in the pansy villain. A villain who only goes so
but
far.
Like you were talking about, Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty, she straight up turned into a dragon and was like, I'm going to kill all of you now.
Yep.
Yeah, and that was awesome, and that's what we need more in. Like, I'm not a big fan of making everything darker. I'm getting sick of making everything darker. Like, there is a bit of like, come on, man, let's just keep some things fucking campy and lighthearted, and I'm cool with that. So, like, when you guys are saying make Mulan dark, no, I kind of disagree with that, because Mulan was kind of more of it is a dark story when you really get down to it, but I want to keep things more upbeat and happy. But when you make a villain, when you really make a villain, you need to stop making villains that have a line that they won't cross. Like, oh, I'm not opposed to poisoning a girl, but I'm not going to stab a bitch. I'm going to stab a bitch and poison that motherfucker. I'm going to stab her with a poison dagger.
Do what you got to do to get the job done.
Yeah, and by darker, I just mean like a little bit more realistic. Show people, getting put down. Show somebody taking an axe to the head, like the Battle of Helm's Deep. I want to see that type of fight in Mulan.
Yes,
but keep the uplifting, just as far as that action goes in the some of the chaos because of the way the battle should go. But keep like the whole, I'm gonna make you a man song and stuff like that.
Keep the happy in it.
Mulan had some good music.
Yes, it did. Oh, guys, I got a great idea. I'm gonna pitch an idea for you for a movie, okay? A Disney movie, a remake. It's gonna be Bambi, like we were talking about.
Oh, can I be the hunter that shoots Bambi? I don't care how many deer it takes for me to get it right. I will both throw those.
Well,
bitches.
it's funny you say that because I kind of want to splice Bambi with Planet of the Apes.
If I could be any character in fucking Bambi, I want to be Thumper, because Thumper had game. Plus, he had that really hot rabbit bitch that was like really sexy with big titties. Like that was awesome.
They drew her with rabbit tits almost. That was fucking awesome.
they did.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah.
And that's one of those points I forgot to bring up. Is the thing that I love about Disney movies is that Disney movies are fantastic because as a kid you watch them for the lightheartedness of it. You watch for the perfect world, because let's face it, Disney has an agenda of what they believe the American family should be like, especially in the early 90s or the 80s, the 70s, the 60s especially. Anyways,
but they're also doing it to show a lighthearted version of the world for the children too.
Exactly. And so as a child you get to just kind of enjoy the lightheartedness of these movies. As an adult, you get to start spotting all the sex that are injected in these movies.
Oh yes.
And they're just sex for days in these movies.
Sunrie, can you imagine this? Rise of the Planet of the Deer.
I can.
Oh.
There's never enough ammo. There's no place to hide. When they bed down for the night, It's in your bedroom.
Tonight they feast on human jerky.
Get up, Babby. You must get up. You've only killed 50. I've got 75.
Oh, fuck. What about like
I didn't get
Dumbo?
eaten. Oh yeah. Okay, Dumbo would also be one that I would love to see. To see new because I'd love to see them kill Dumbo's mom on screen.
Yeah, but as a
You
kid,
are all
I'm not-
about that animal abuse. You
Yeah.
are really just all about watching animals die.
When I was a kid, that
Yeah.
broke my heart, though.
I miss hunting. It's been cold.
Oh.
No, I honestly, like Dumbo would be weird to watch live. I wouldn't mind seeing a Pinocchio done live.
Oh, yeah.
There has been. I could have sworn there had been, and I'm not talking about the horror movies. I thought there was a live action Pinocchio.
There actually no, but what's that thing that people like? What the fuck is that thing that normal people have that tells you when you're doing something wrong?
A cell phone?
Conscious. Are you talking about a conscience?
A conscience. Thank you. That's the thing. Didn't somebody play the fucking little cricket motherfucker that somebody famous played like in a live action? Played the conscience, the Jiminy Cricket motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't
Don't
think
look at me
there
like I'm
was.
weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I want to say there was a movie, but if there hasn't, there should be.
It may not have been a Disney thing. The Adventures of Pinocchio, 1996.
Yeah, okay. But it needs to be. There needs to be a Disney thing. I think if they're gonna.
There
do
was.
something,
It was a live. There was a live action Pinocchio, but it was not a Disney
Yeah,
product.
Disney needs to put their
But
dick in
now
that.
Disney is planning a live action Pinocchio.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as they don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
And that's actually another old cartoon from Disney that got kind of dark.
Yes, especially like when the kids and they actually, because they were acting like they actually turned into jackasses.
Oh,
I
the
fucking
change.
love that.
When they started changing, even in the cartoon, it was horrifying for a kid. Like when I was a kid, I was
oh
like,
my
fuck
God.
that. I don't want to do that.
See, that's the thing that I like. That's the reason why I kind of want like something like Dumbo or like Pinocchio to be made into live action, because the one thing that Disney and Pixar haven't done in a long time has done a good acid like flash trip. Like Disney does great acid trips, and they just haven't done a very like. I think the writers just stopped doing acid because at one point like Fantasia, Dumbo, not Beauty and the Beast, but Fantasia, Dumbo, Pinocchio. There are these moments where you're just like as a kid just going, this is kind of terrifying.
They are making a live action Dumbo.
Ugh.
And they are planning on releasing Mulan, and they have actually signed up The Rock to do the Bambi.
Oh, that's cool, I guess.
Are you serious?
I am serious from what I'm reading.
Well, now The Rock is now owned by
my God.
Disney.
Wow.
Yeah. How real
I'm not
a lot of
okay.
this is, I mean, I'm reading this on Tech Times and stuff like that. A lot of this is conjecture and speculation. Like I said, I really would like to see.
I think they're gonna wait. I think the live actions are gonna wait until they see how Beauty and the Beast does. When does Beauty and the Beast actually come out?
For 2017 this year.
Okay.
2017 this year. I honestly think they're gonna wait on a lot of the live action stuff until they see how well Beauty and the Beast does.
Well,
If it
I
flops,
I agree.
if it flops, I think they're gonna be canceling a lot of major projects. And if it's a box office smash, they're gonna just then suddenly you're just gonna see.
They're gonna do
fucking-
what Disney does. They're gonna whore the fuck out of it until it becomes
God,
not a thing. No.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So-
dude, nobody sells themselves like Disney.
I agree. I think that Disney is like a mastery of town dickery, and they're good at that.
Town dickery, love it,
Yeah.
love it.
But
Now, spoiler alert, and
Uh-oh.
oh my goodness, sudden, oh my god, plot twist!
Plot twist.
For 4 days and 3 nights. Me and Cuteness will be spending the 4 days and 3 nights over at the Disney Resort in California for the Disneyland.
Yeah.
And expecting a lot of pictures on the Facebook pages and everything like that. Pictures out there. Hopefully I will not get threatened with removal as a quote-unquote special guest from California Adventure again for being intoxicated and trying to get Goofy to hang out with me.
Who doesn't
I'm not gonna
want
blame
to
you for
hang
that.
out with him?
I'm not blaming you on that one because I always want to hang out with Goofy myself.
Who doesn't want
Hey,
Goofy?
yeah.
Goofy has all
Goofy
the
on a Friday,
drugs.
yeah, I think Goofy on a Friday can fuck it up. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Who doesn't want Goofy not to hang out with him? Goofy's the shit.
Right. Like I don't understand how this became a thing. Like I'm sorry that I wanted the coolest character in Disney movies to hang out with me. My bad.
And apparently it is inappropriate to whisper to Minnie Mouse, I want to paint you naked.
I would imagine that would be very
I
inappropriate.
guess
It is frowned upon.
I asked her if she was shaved.
Well, she's a mouse, so probably not.
Oh, there went all those fantasies.
Shave this perfect bikini looking outline.
Yeah.
Now I'm sad.
Take it off, Minnie. Ha! Another time to get butt fucked. Ha!
Yeah.
The theme for
All
Disney
you hear is,
characters.
and Minnie's behind Mickey.
Oh.
He took it to the bad place again.
We already just talked about the positive things. Let's talk about the negative things. What don't we want to see?
I don't want to see a live action Bambi.
I don't want to see live action. I'm gonna agree with that. I don't want to see a live action Bambi.
Yeah, I mean, and look, they did Cinderella, which was really bad, and they kind of screwed it up. They had her sing, hum, "Sing Sweet Nightingale," which kind of pissed me off. It's just like, oh yeah, that was a better movie, Disney. They screwed up our 101 Dalmatians. However, Glenn Close was what made that movie watchable.
Oh yeah, we forgot
She
to
was
mention
Close for the win.
Yes.
Glenn Close is fucking awesome.
Well, what
She's
like
a great
we
actress.
mentioned
She
yesterday.
got some chops.
Like we mentioned yesterday, I think Gambit said it. The problem was the animals didn't talk, and you can't really do that and make it believable in a live-action movie.
Huge rant about 101 Dalmatians. Like, first of all, Pongo and Purdy made that fucking movie.
Yes.
Like, and them talking and their relationship made it in the movie. So when you transfer that over to live action, and the animals no longer talk, you don't get a sense of like bonding with the animals, with the dogs. So suddenly, like, I found myself watching the live action 101 Dalmatians going like, yeah, fucking skin those motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. And that's fucked up because I'm a dog person. Like, I'm stupid all about dogs. As a matter of fact, I am that guy who has broken somebody's window to save a dog that's in a hot car.
I've done that.
I am that.
So I've done it too.
So like, don't fuck with dogs with me. But in that movie, I had no want to save these fucking dogs because they weren't cute and they didn't have like, conversations and shit like that. And like my favorite line, which they absolutely love, is when Pongo is carrying one of his bastard children.
I love that.
And he's just carrying this little bastard, and he's like, it's frozen, and they're on a lake or some shit, and he's just like, my tail is cold, and my paws are cold, and my nose is cold, and it's just like, you're just like, oh, that poor little fucker, like, and you love that dog.
Once again, how do you have a child?
Yeah.
Oh, my poor little fucker.
Because I was actually married. I used to be a decent guy.
Used to be.
No, you weren't.
Used to be. That's the joke.
Oh no.
We don't need a live action Aladdin.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
I'd like
plenty.
To see
It's Arabian Nights.
No, see,
and
fuck you. I love that. I love the idea of a live
but
action.
we have a Lawrence of Arabia, which is basically what Aladdin could be. We have 1,001 or 101 as 1,001 Arabian Nights.
But a Disney
we have
version
all
of it.
kinds
I think.
of version, and Disney is just a retelling of that.
But let's also say this:
Aladdin,
without Robin Williams, it's not going to be the same.
no.
Yeah. Like without goddamn 2016, fucked my soul real hard with people. You lose somebody like Robin Williams. You want to do a live action of Aladdin, which I don't want to see a live action of Aladdin. But you guys are right. The live action of Aladdin without Robin Williams just doesn't feel right. It doesn't like. Obviously, the genie would have to be animated, but like, my God, how
they would
wonderful
just get
would that have been?
bad, and that way people who have the Mandala effect for Shazam would go, see, he is a genie.
Well, Sinbad looks like a genie, like you said.
That's
in the past.
true.
Sinbad looks animated. He looks like he's straight from a cartoon. So
I like Sinbad. I actually think he's funny.
Like, I think, and that's it. Like, there's like, okay, so there's one part of me that's like, okay, I don't give a shit about celebrity deaths because I didn't know the person personally. Like, he didn't ever give me $50. Like, fuck him.
Great actors and actresses.
Or $20 or a hand job in a script.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Like, they never helped me out in any way. But here's the thing: like, the actors, the actresses, they really do like make my life better.
Well,
I enjoy their.
Lost one of the Slytherin.
I lost. Well, not only did I lose Alan Rickman, who played a perfect Snape. Who, if you watch the sixth Harry Potter or the seventh Harry Potter movie, when Snape dies and you don't cry, you're a soulless, godless fuckstick.
And Gambit
Alan
saying
Rickman was just a damn good actor to begin with.
No, and one thing, and Alan Rickman was amazing. Alan Rickman, I will praise to the end of my days because Alan Rickman was the only guy to play Jesus Christ and still have a career. And let's not forget that he was in Die Hard. He was in Die Hard. He was in Dogma. He was in fucking all the Harry Potters. Like. So my point being,
I am the voice of the one true God.
Galaxy Quest.
So stay on
Galaxy Quest.
But we did, and let's touch on that a little bit. We did lose a lot of people in 2016. I mean,
Carrie Fisher.
Oh
my God,
that broke my heart. But when I heard,
do you know how many times? Do you know how many of us nerd boys out there spanked it to Carrie Fisher?
Oh, dude.
Sad.
Yep.
Sad
Slave-
day.
Most of us didn't see
Slave
it until
Leia.
almost 10 years after it was released initially.
Slave Leia was the death of much sperm.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Oh
just
yeah.
know 1,000 lives cried out in pain. How do you know I'm always masturbating?
You always know when I'm masturbating.
We lost, Gene Wilder.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Gene Wilder, another
God,
amazing
that's
actor.
another one of those.
No, Gene Wilder, but Gene Wilder, when you watch like interviews, he's the most soft-spoken, even-tempered, beautiful man I've ever seen. And I don't mean like beautiful as in like, I want to dick him down. I mean just he had a beautiful soul. He was just so kind-hearted when you listen to him. And the best part about Gene Wilder, something that I absolutely love about him, is that he always said, "I am not a comedian. I just do things and I look a certain way and people laugh at me and I'm okay with that." And to hear him talk about his days with Richard Pryor and their
Cocaine.
Dude, well, no, Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder in Hear No, See No Evil is probably one of my favorite movies
That
of all
is
time.
a very good
I will
movie.
agree. That is an all-time classic.
Yeah, and so like you have these actors who died. We had Prince die, which
Yes,
I know that was
Purple
because,
Rain.
Yes.
dude, don't
you're
start singing.
right.
I'm gonna start crying and singing it. Like don't even start. Like, was so sad the way Prince died because I always thought he was gonna die of AIDS. Like,
God damn it! We lost the Goblin King.
yeah, David Bowie.
David
Bowie.
Bowie.
What the
David
fuck? Bowie, you left us too soon.
And this is the
Yeah,
sad
David-
part. They were talking about a serious sequel.
Yeah.
I know they even shot a poster for it.
Yep.
You know what's really crazy? The one that kind of blew me away because I didn't even know that it happened because there wasn't a lot of coverage on it. Was the guy in Star Trek, the new ones, who plays the Russian dude?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He
Anton
died.
Yelchin.
Chekhov.
Chekhov. Thank you.
Chekhov. Yeah, the new Chekhov.
He died in a car
He died.
accident.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
And Muhammad Ali died this year,
Muhammad
too.
Ali, that's another one.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali died, which Muhammad Ali kind of pissed me off when he died, but whatever.
How what you got mad because he died?
Yeah, I didn't get mad. I didn't get mad at Muhammad Ali. We all have to die one day. This is the thing. I'm not like spitting on Muhammad Ali's grave.
That's what it sounded
Right.
like. You kind of pissed me off when he died. How am I supposed to fucking take that? Yeah.
Muhammad
Yeah,
Ali
exactly.
is one of the greatest cerebral fighters of all time.
Yeah.
Not taking anything away from Tyson. Tyson is a monster
But
in the ring.
Tyson isn't a cerebral fighter. Tyson
He
is
is
a
not
fucking
cerebral
straight,
fighter.
mean-ass fucking physical power.
I was telling Cuteness about this. I said he is such he fights with his mind. He is a true fighter. We're talking about a guy who went in a ring against George Foreman and went, "I cannot beat this man in a stand-up fight." Threw one punch and knocked him out because he knew it was the only way to beat him was to wear him down and take the abuse for as long
As opposed to Tyson's special move, I'm gonna bite the ear.
Now,
I mean, we're just barely touching the tip of the iceberg, but we lost a lot of really great actors, actresses, musicians. Carrie Fisher caught me off guard. Like that's
Carrie Fisher caught me off guard too, because like it was so fucked about Carrie. Excuse me, I'm like getting emotional here. The thing that fucked me up about Carrie Fisher was that it was the news reports was she suffered a heart attack, and you're like, oh my god, I hope she gets better,
Yes.
and then it was like
it went like no, she's doing better, and then she's dead. They actually said she was stable for a while, and then like she's
it'd be
dead.
like suddenly waking up and all of a sudden people are like, "Well, Mark Hamill's dead." It's like, wait, I'm sorry, what?
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
That's how I felt
lie.
with Prince. I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you mean Prince is dead?
No, I'm not gonna lie. When Mark Hamill died, I might not do this podcast for a while. Like I honestly might not go to work. It'll be bad. Like people are gonna have to watch me.
It's gonna be a sad day.
Mm.
It's gonna be like, what do you want to do? Nothing. I want to watch Star Wars and cry all day.
I miss you. It's like it's almost like it's sad because people like that. It's almost like and I felt like this way with Gene Wilder. It's like you lost a friend. You never met him, but you lost a friend.
Right.
You grew up with these people.
I felt the same way when what is his name? Played the Joker recently died.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah. It was kind of the same thing. I'm like, wow, I just saw him in one of his greatest roles ever, and he's dead. Holy crap.
Let's go back to Fisher for a second. Sunrie and I were having the conversation when I called and told him, and I go, first question we go is, how are they going to incorporate this in the movies? And I'm like, I got it, Sunrie. I said, they're going to, you know what? They did this shit with Tupac. Just put her in as a hologram.
Yeah, this is why I said I hope to God they don't Lucas her out where she dies of a broken heart, and it's just like, okay.
This is what I said to him. I said, no, they can put her in as a hologram, you know, or put her in a CG. And I said, bam, I fixed Star Wars.
Well, no, here's the thing.
Disney fixed Star Wars.
I'm super on the fence about Rogue One. I still haven't gone and seen it.
Well, you know what it's about, right, Gambit?
I know what it's about, and fuck it, it's stupid, and the premise of it is stupid, and everything about it is stupid.
No, calm down, fucking crackhead.
Hold on. I'll get him mad before we leave. Everybody go out and buy Overwatch so I can kill you.
No!
Not even that.
Overwatch.
I'll even do better. The guy who played Superman in Batman vs. Superman was amazing.
I'm gonna kill all of you.
All right. Now that we got them all riled up, I think we should go ahead and wrap this up.
All right, everyone. You guys got anything else you want to say?
Yeah. I got two quick things real quick. I gotta give it. So I've got more time. I've been reviewing a lot of stuff on Twitch. So if you have a Twitch account, please hit me up on Twitter or Facebook. I will review your stuff. I came across a great dude doing big things out there. He's a buddy of mine. His Twitch account is Archmage Stoker, which is awesome. He's super great. I'll throw his information up on our Twitter account. Go check his channel out. And guys, if all the nerds out there, if you want to have me check out your Twitch accounts or your podcast or you got a YouTube channel, I've got. Not to get too much involved, but I've got a whole lot of free time right now, so I will be more than willing to do more reviews for people out there. That's the first one to give a huge shout out to him. I know that he shouted out the podcast, so thank you for that, Archmage. We appreciate you listening in, and I really much enjoyed the channel. The other thing I have to say is thank you to everybody who commented and liked and watched the torturous video of me singing "Let It Go."
Just missing a dress. That was all.
I know. I know.
He tried. Okay, now he tried to get one. He did.
I did. I honestly, I looked at 3 websites and I was like, "Fuck this." But I do really much appreciate everybody out there. The comments. Some of the comments were actually quite funny. I'm glad that you guys got enjoyment and humor out of what honestly was one of the most embarrassing things I have ever done in my entire life.
It was totally worth it.
You can't see it in the video, but my hands were shaking like a car on bad gas. Like I was so nervous about doing this because I can't sing. I'm good at a lot of things. You know, I can fight, I can cook, I can do math, I can dick down a whore, but I cannot sing. So
and there goes Afro-female on it.
No, but I know a couple of you guys out there said you shared it. I would love to know where you guys shared it at to see how many views they've got, because as of right now we have 151 views last checked on me singing that thing. So guys, thank you so much for just enjoying that, and much love and respect out to all you guys.
Sunrie. Yeah, and I can't say enough nice things about Planet Coaster. 8.5 out of 10 nerd bonus for me. I've been playing it more and more with cuteness. It's great. Please guys, get on there, download it more, show these people support. It's a great game, and you can share the rides that you make and download rides from other people. It's fucking awesome.
So lovely. We appreciate you listening. We'll see you next week for the mini boss episode. If you guys want to be a part, especially if you have a vagina and want to talk to us and tell us why you think Nerd's the New Sex, get a hold of Gambit on the Twitter page, or myself on the Facebook page, or even on Newgrounds in the comments.
For everybody that needs to know, it's actually a very simple process when you contact myself or Wild. Generally, I do all the interviews as we've done in the past. Mm-hmm. It's a very simple process. You don't have to come to our house. You don't have to do anything like that. Nothing creepy. It's over Skype. We record it, and then we edit it out ourselves. We can do an interview, and if you're super interested, I would love to do an interview with you. So please contact me through Twitter or our Facebook page.
Yeah, and you can even have a penis. We want to hear from everybody.
But on that note, you guys, thank you. Have a great night.
Have a good night.
Thank you all. Stay sexy.
Stay sexy.